In the light of the latest Canadian election, where the godless, demon-worshipping, death-cult liberals chose for themselves Mark Carney, I felt compelled to write the script and make this video. Carney is not my prime minister, and neither would be Poilievre. My king is the God of the Bible, whom I know by his glorious name. Yahweh is his name. From here on, things in Canada will go from bad to worse. Because the moronic majority, who voted themselves a whole lot of the same thing that we had in the last 10 years, did so again. They'll never learn. It takes a keen intellect to quit stepping in the same crap you've been stepping in the last 10 years. In any event, unless Canada as a country goes back to God and dedicates their children to Him, there'll never be peace and prosperity in this land. Christian values have proven time and time again to be the best and the most true for the raising of the children and dealing with their neighbors. And the Christian values have to be brought back into the government, as opposed to the demonic death cult of utter destruction we just freshly re-elected a couple of weeks ago. No one expects godliness from the liberals, as they're the abominable ones, deniers of everything that is godly, that is holy, lovers of evil. However, the conservatives should be held to a higher standard, as those who clearly have to have a discernment in distinguishing the evil from good and right from wrong. But the Canadian conservatives failed to prove themselves worthy. I myself did not vote in the last election. There was absolutely nobody to vote for. Poilievre is just as shitty as Carney. Just as baby murderer and thief and liar and a hypocrite as Carney is. None of them put God paramount. I guess that Canadians like abortion, LGBT, perversions, stealing, lying, and being endlessly invaded by foreign nations who worship a different kind of demons. Mark my words, no amount of Western separation and election recounts will ever fix this place, but only a total and absolute return to the God of the Bible in all your ways, a total revival of the nation, which was built on Christian principles and on Christian values from beginning. For I am not ashamed of the gospel. Just like the John the Baptist was beheaded for speaking against the government, for speaking against the ruler of his time. I'm not afraid. And just like the John the Baptist, I will call out this abominable government. Let them come after me. I'm not afraid. They got nothing on me. They can do nothing to me. This den of vipers, thieves, and murderers, devourers of widows and orphans' houses, the blood of innocent babies is crying to God from the earth. And until their lives will remain unavenged, the sins of this government and of this nation as a whole won't be forgiven. And whatever happens to this country, whatever happens to this place, you won't get no pity from me. Now, if you're unwilling to serve Yahweh, choose today whom you're willing to serve. But as for me and my household, we will serve Yahweh and Yahweh alone.